All right, so welcome to another wonderful edition of the Boardroom. As usual, we're here to discuss issues.
Blessed, hallelujah, blessed. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
Anyway, so I'll run us to just educate us with any proverb in our local language, explain and then explain the proverb to us.
Starting with you.
Oh.
But leadership by example.
Starting with you.
All right.
You see, I told him, he always comes here not prepared.
All right, so I have the proverb. I want us to go.
Will you just say your proverb?
You see, you come here, you are not prepared.
You
want us to do something. You, the leader. Leadership by example. So surprised and shocked.
Start it.
Okay, all right.
Start it.
And what is the meaning of that?
Grown up like you, come and say you come and say
many.
Yes. So that's
what's the meaning of it?
Okay.
You see?
You don't know the meaning?
Well, let me come in
all right.
and help.
I think he needs it.
Is too young.
So young.
It's too young. It's too young. Drinking Gary.
No, you say it. You say it in the vernacular.
That's what I'm doing. I'll say it in English and I'll bring it in.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Drinking Gary doesn't mean you are poor, but allowing it to swell before you drink it.
Tell yourself. I like that.
This is deep. It means don't go and tackle things that you cannot tackle, but tackle things that you can tackle.
So in other words, wear your coat according to your size.
In the tree version.
I say, so no Gary, and no just away on here. But so be come Gary no aye to say tunu asan we dey say udi e come do.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
all right. Okay, so Ignatius.
Thank you.
I like it. Yes, you walk Ramaya. Nina yebu. And no boat to pan. Echo heaven.
General, is that correct?
Why you asking General?
You see, we don't know.
Obi o Bugari ben obeche me be amimu. Okramaya Nina yebu. And no boat to pan. Echo heaven. The dog that has
broken
leg is the one that breaks to papa to heaven.
And what does it mean?
You don't understand to papa.
We are educating the nation.
It means your hurting determines your mood.
Your hurting determines your mood. Any proverb for us?
Tonton. Yeah, no more sandy and fine.
Please say it again.
That's fine. I like it. Say it. Go on.
Is it Tintonti or Tontonti?
Tintonti. I say Tontonti.
Tintonti.
At this point, we should find out what is making noise.
Obini, what is happening here?
I don't know.
Obini, what is happening? Was there some construction somewhere?
Now? What's happening?
I think it's raining.
It's raining.
I think it's raining. Yeah. There was a weather report from the meteorological services about this thing. So I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Yeah. They said it's from Nigeria.
You are beginning to scare me. Anyway,
Prof, have you locked your car?
He didn't.
No.
He doesn't come.
I didn't lock it.
nobody will take anything from it. I don't know, it will get
the
soaked.
rain,
Yeah,
the
the rain.
No, it's not even the
It's
rain.
not rain. It won't get into my car because it's in the room.
In case it floods.
Okay.
The car is in the room.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, Prof, what's your proverb?
I don't really like Ghanaian proverbs because some of them don't actually make sense.
Oh,
Yes.
Prof, you can't say that.
Prof.
There's in a krama ninanu abunu okohin.
Ubwatopako heaven.
Heaven, look at that.
It's telling you when you die,
Look
you're
at
going
that.
to heaven.
When the Chinese are saying a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, they are motivational. Make hay while the sun shines. They are motivational. Then you say, Akwelaosi, Medi, Obeni, Dieng.
But Prof, what are you saying?
Our people made some proverbs that are not too relevant. But let me just give you the one. Akhe, alote, efo miao, alo miao bo,
What is
So,
alone
Prof, is
tea?
this one not Ghanaian?
It's Ghanaian. I'm trying to say that I don't like it, but I have to give it to him.
So what is alone tea?
Meow, meow, meow.
Okay, so what's the meaning?
Pussycat
Okay.
will never stop meowing.
Ah,
Yes,
but that's what makes it a pussycat.
yes. Sometimes they can change.
To what?
This dog, I told a Kanewu area.
Kanye,
Kanewu.
Kaneu.
Dog, Kanewu. Kenna, teeth, no. Instead to say, whoa, whoa, Kenna. You see?
So there's variations,
Okay, all right.
depending on the
So-
situation.
Yes.
Okay.
But I want to tell if meow,
Okay.
no matter the situation, it will do meow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much for your proverbs. We'll go for a commercial break, and we'll be back soon. All right, we are back. We zoom straight to the first topic. We had the budget read to us this week. We would want to discuss the budget. Were your expectations met? General, you have some expertise in budget, and I would want you to help us with your take on the budgets. For the very first time, we didn't have the finance minister reading the budget.
Okay.
If you have-
My expertise. What expertise
He
does
was,
he
he
have?
was I understand he was preparing budgets for the military.
My man.
When? On what grounds?
He
Where did you
told-
get that
he-
information from?
He told me so.
You see,
Hey.
when you are learned and you are sharp, people sometimes see you as a threat, but your brain is your weapon. So
Okay.
normally you don't even pay attention to them, and that is what I want to tell them, that they don't know this, and you have brought it out, and now they are learning.
You know budget, you. Apart from Akohoma, what other budget did you do?
I was the one preparing budget for the military when I was in service, so I know what I'm talking about.
General.
Thank you. Let me first start by quoting Chris Scotto. Now this Chris Scotto that I'm talking about
Who is Scotto?
is Scotto. Chris
Scrotum.
Scotto.
Oh, okay.
It's
Scotto.
Scotto.
Scrotum. Okay.
Chris Scotto is a Portuguese. He lived between 1985 upwards and then he passed on. He says, a budget is a financial overview of how a country should be governed in the years to come, on what expenditure that we expect to allocate for the development of a nation. They have said that they have read the budget, but I was looking up to some things that will help the nation, which didn't come. And it has always been the problem anytime that they read the budget and I don't see it. First, let me say that I didn't see money that is allocated to the poor people on the street. We have people begging, they have been begging people for causing pain. When you see them, they don't have any money. What money are we allocating to such people so that they will leave the street?
But I think there are some allocation to the social welfare,
The social welfare, who is stopping that money?
but they are supposed to take care of those on the street.
Who is supposed to take that care of the government? And the president must wake up early in the morning and hit the street and send their money to them. Because money that is given to someone to be given to somebody does not get to somebody. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Money which is given to somebody to be given to somebody does not get to
So
somebody.
then how do they get the money, those on the street, how do they get the money?
By begging for alms. So I'm saying that the president must come direct. Early in the morning around 9 a.m. the president must be in the street.
that would be just too much for the government.
It's not too much for the government. Why did it stand for the people to vote for him? If he thinks that is too much, then you stay home. We are talking about people that are needing, they need the support. And also, we need money. I was expecting money that should be allocated to the Kore Lagoon. Because this Kore Lagoon is filled with filth. What is the money that we use to make sure that the river is clean for Ghanaians? They didn't budget for that. And the last but not the least, they did not budget money for air transportation.
What
For
is that?
what?
What is that one?
For what?
Air transportation.
What is that one?
Air transportation.
Yes.
Explain.
We need air travel. That's what I said. We allocate time.
So that it reduces the hours of transport.
Yes.
To how many minutes?
I didn't say.
So these are your concerns about the budget.
Yes.
What is your take on the one who read the budget?
Well, they say, sir, but if somebody is not there, somebody is there. So I don't think that it should be
And how do you assess him?
well, I think he did his best. He's not the financial minister, so if he's able to read the budget,
Not a financial. Who you see that?
he's how do you call it? The senior parliamentary affairs minister.
Okay.
Yes. So
So what happens to be the financial minister?
what happens?
There
to
is
the
a minister of
The
finance.
minister of finance.
There is a deputy
Where is
minister
he?
of finance.
He's feeling
There
well.
is a finance
feeling
committee.
well.
He's not feeling well.
Where is the deputy?
We don't have a deputy finance.
Okay, all
Because
right.
they've not been elected yet. Yes, we don't have one.
Okay.
So there is no. We don't
all
have a
right,
financial
let's hold it,
committee.
let's hold it. That,
There's no
um,
head
Who is
in
the financial committee? Sometimes
General,
Listen to me, I'm talking about- listen to who?
If you don't take money, I'll pour tea on your face.
General. All right. Elijah, your point about the budget.
Well, I think that you see, it's very important that when such things are done, they consult us. Because you see, the budget they read brought fear and panic.
What have you done?
Then
before that?
Who am I? I'm a psychologist.
And so,
What are the
And the
finances?
budget that was read has affected people in their homes.
How?
That's where I'm going to.
Okay,
Please go.
Because the budget brought fear and panic.
How?
To who?
Now we know that Ghana, we are broke. 49% of revenue goes into paying interest.
what is the GDP of Ghana?
That's what I'm saying.
What is the GDP of Ghana?
As
You say you know
far as
Now
we
let's
know,
talk terms.
as far
Let's talk
as
terms.
yes, as far as we
What is
know,
the GDP?
the GDP.
What is the
per
meaning
capita
of
ratio.
GDP?
Is that-
Yes, what's the meaning of GDP?
No, I'm asking him. I'm asking him.
Do you know? Do you know?
No, you asked what is the GDP, and I'm asking you what is the meaning of GDP?
I'm also asking him what
You don't even know the
That's
meaning of
right,
GDP.
that's
GDP is the gross domestic product or price.
per capita ratio of
Per
every
capita
citizen.
water ratio of
You
what?
don't know it.
You don't know
I like
anything
that
yet.
question. I like it.
Per capita
Hello,
ratio. You
hello.
don't know
The per capita
hello,
ratio
hello,
of Ghana
hello,
now,
hello.
as at now, is 0.44 digital
It's not
12.
0.44.
It's 0.44 digital 12.
Digital 12.
Yes.
It's 0.44. You don't say 44, please.
But
in decimals, we don't say 0.44. We say 0.44.
You see,
We are doing economics.
in decimal,
All
you know
right,
that.
all right. Okay, you make your point.
So that's
Make
what I'm
your
saying.
point.
Now, if out of 100%, you are using 49% to pay interest on loans, not even the loan,
You are talking to us. Don't be.
interest on loans. Then 50% of your GDP is paying salaries. I actually went into research and I realized that what we need to do is to do what we call Investopedia.
Matthew, yeah, Shamama,
Oh,
Shamay,
all right. Okay, so let's excuse him. He wants to use the washroom.
I think they have to wear him catheter.
All right.
The old man.
Do you need any help?
Ah, it's okay, I'm fine.
Pop is gradually getting
Also,
weak.
there in the channel because he can't be interrupted.
Gradually getting weak.
I'm fine. Oh, Luton.
Oh, Prof.
All right. Okay.
When I knew Prof was
So,
a bit active,
General,
Prof is getting weak.
Ignatius, let's continue.
So we must do what we call Investopedia. Now, 4 strategic keys into
Are you still
Investopedia.
giving strategic keys?
Yes, because when you practice Investopedia, you see, first of all, look at our women at home. When they do budget,
You have 1 minute.
it tells you Chobo is at play.
Okay.
So already we know the government want Chobo. But when we do Investopedia,
Oh, Prof.
That-
Look at Prof. Prof is getting weaker by the day.
yeah, I told you.
It's just that the urine is still there.
Oh,
I got there and they've locked it.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah. So I think we need to get a bowl for him, just so who knows.
Okay, I'll sort you out soon. You make your point.
Yeah.
Land. We have 1
So
minute.
4 strategic keys
1.
into Investopedia.
1.
Now, what you need to know is that
Ignatius, one. Let's go. We don't have much time. One.
Please.
In Investopedia.
One.
Yes, I'm going there. I tell you that the keys.
4 keys.
You need to build to get to the keys.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, as a scientist, I sit here to say that though the budget had some allocation for agriculture, to me it was way small.
Who are you?
I am a cardiologist.
What has your cardiology got to do?
And people can easily get heart attack when things drain them, when things hit them on the wrong note. So in things like this, you need to always make sure that things are done rightly. You see, it is sad that at this point or at this age in this country, we still import so many things we can grow here in Ghana. So many. And if we can channel money into it, into agriculture more, and make sure that people are growing, farmers are getting involved, farmers are growing, people are getting employed, and we are doing serious maize farming, crop farming, getting into animal husbandry, and all those, and doing it very huge. We can now be exporting these things and bringing more revenue to this country.
But our great minister said we have a lot.
We don't.
We have a lot. We have reserves, and we are even exporting.
You are importing toothpick. You say you have a lot.
Yeah, that's what the.
No, but you are importing toothpick. Tomatoes, you are importing. No. Listen, tomatoes, they are importing. Generally, you are importing.
Not say anything about the budget.
So what I'm saying is the budget. What they are, my focus is agriculture. The rest fine.
So what about
I can't tackle everything, but with agriculture, I feel they put in something very little. It should have really been more. And another place that.
How much are you looking at if you were the president? How much will you allocate for?
I've actually forgotten the exact amount they allocated for agriculture, but times 5 of it is okay.
No, how can you forget something and times it by 5?
Times 5 of it is okay. Let's say it's even 1 million Ghana cedis. It is too less for a 30 million capacity
hold on.
Of Ghanaians.
Thank you.
Wow. You don't prepare and then you come and sit here.
In the 21st century, 64 years of our independence, we still have the state as a nation. It's a shame. Our budget, the national budget, is like a footballer's annual pay. Today I overheard the information minister, what was his name, I've forgotten. They were fighting over a 19 million city. And I'm like, why? Why? 19 million city, the whole nation are fighting over this? When Cristiano Ronaldo is making $43 million on Instagram alone, not even his football that he's playing.
Sir.
I'm telling you.
What are you saying?
He has over 250 million followers. And so Instagram pays him that.
Wow.
How much did you say?
He earned $43 million last year.
Ooh.
Wow. Did he boost the account?
I don't know, from adverts and all that. So when these whites, when they see we fighting or they see us fighting over certain amount, a whole nation, it's not even $19 million, 19 million Ghana cedis. They laugh at us. They laugh because their dogs are worth more than that. You can check. Oprah Winfrey have dogs.
So that's about how many $1 million? How much? Like $2.something million?
Yes, more than that.
So Doc, what's your point?
My point is, it's a shame that a country that can boast of gold, precious stone, diamond. We have salt in abundance. We have trees. We have oil, an oil country. This is our budget. And we don't even have anything allocated to what my brother said, like the poor people. But when COVID came, we were able to feed the poor who don't go to work. Why can't we make it a practice?
But that has cost the country.
It didn't cost us.
No, because
Tell the president it didn't cost us when he was doing. It didn't cost us. We can always do it.
People donated
But
money.
that
People donated money.
is what they are saying
why
has increased our debt rate.
What's your debt?
Because they borrow.
We did. Who
Borrow
borrowed?
from where?
Borrowed for what? Who borrowed? For COVID?
The government.
Somebody went to borrow for COVID?
I said they open book and people donated. People
Yes.
donated money.
We
Where is
didn't
the money?
borrow anything for COVID.
Where is the
But
money?
it was a faith-based organization that used the money
To what?
to feed the people.
What with people?
By the end of this year, every child should be going to school in the proper place, in the classroom. We can't afford to let this year pass and still have schools and lectures. Emmanuel.
All right, so
only year.
panel members, we'll go for a quick commercial break. Please stay tuned. We are back from the break. Now we're going on to our second topic for discussion today, and this also very important. We all know our brother Sami, a gospel musician.
He's not my brother.
He's not your brother.
He's a young chap.
Okay, so the name is Brother Sami.
Yeah, our child.
Okay, so Brother Sami has blamed many divorces among gospel musicians on their over spirituality. He says most gospel musicians tend to see themselves as too spiritual and do not satisfy their partners in bed when they are married. According to the gospel musician, popularly referred to as nations worshipper, due to their
Who gave him that name? Next joke, please.
Nations meaning.
Next joke, please.
due
Continue.
to their over spiritualization, most gospel singers tend to avoid things that would please their spouses in their
homes.
in their lives.
Oh, in their lives, okay.
So basically what Brother Sami is saying is that most gospel musicians over spiritualize things to the extent that they are not able to satisfy their partners, especially when they are married, in bed. You know, so he thinks that this is not too good for the industry.
And it's the basis for the divorce, the numerous divorces.
Yes, the basis for the divorce. So we just want to discuss it if we think that the assertion is making is right or we think otherwise.
Can I ask a question quickly? If probably you have that answer. Is Brother Sami married?
Yes, he's
married.
Yes, he's married.
Okay.
All right, so it's up for discussion right now.
Right.
Ignatius, I would want you to give a shot at it.
Well, you see, it's very sad when I actually heard he said that, because for someone like him should know that sex as an act is actually spiritual. So it falls.
Did you say sex is spiritual?
Sex is spiritual.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How did sex become spiritual?
Sex was actually instituted by God, and God even links worship to sex.
So when you're going to do sex, you do worship.
You see, that's why I tell you always you have to come to the office.
No, you're saying something.
So that
Explain to him.
some of you, because the questions he's asking.
So what are you going to
Yes.
worship?
Just explain to him.
Let me help him quickly here with that explanation.
Well,
Sex.
maybe you can because
You see, what it means is intimacy, and intimacy results in sex. And the Greek word for worship is proskuneo. And proskuneo means to kiss, to have an intimate affection with God.
So when you have sex, anyhow, are you?
No, that's not what he's saying.
So
I'm not sure that's what he's saying.
So that's what I'm trying to say, that sex as an act is very holy in the sense that
When married.
yes, God values it. That's why God gives it to married couple, because the same intimacy that the couple, that's why I say the two shall be one. So he who goes to God in worship is more or less like having
That's
Sex
intercourse.
with God? Don't do
Intimacy.
that. Don't do
I
that.
didn't say sex.
You two
Nobody
are
has
making sex
mentioned
worship.
sex.
Why is sex
So
worship?
can I land, please? I'm giving
He's not
my
saying sex is
psychological.
All right, okay.
Can I talk in my office?
Don't shout.
Look,
You said something.
General,
Hello, what do you know about psychology and sex?
Hello.
You said sex is worship.
Hello.
We are talking about about sex.
Listen. Hey.
Listen,
Psychologically.
listen,
Obìnrin.
please, let's
Yes.
allow, that's his
Yes.
opinion.
That's my opinion. Can I land?
No, but there's
So
Where
allow-
your opinion begins.
What's that opinion
allow
that
me-
becomes so-
allow me to
it
do
becomes
the
nonsense to
interjection.
someone.
Allow me to do the interjection.
Where the nonsense is?
I think they are saying things he has not said.
Okay,
So let them
alright,
correct it.
Allow me to do the
Who has said somebody is having
Go
sex
ahead,
with God?
Ignatius.
Did somebody mention sex with God?
Okay, all right, so you go ahead, please.
Who said it? We are talking about intimacy.
Exactly.
And
So
what
you
sex
go
brings.
ahead. I said go
So
ahead.
I'm saying sex in itself is spiritual.
Yes.
So you can't tell me that somebody has over spiritualized an act. You understand? If someone cannot have sex with you, it means that the two of you are not compatible. So that is why the person can't have that ambience around him or her to have that intimacy with you. So we need to actually look at the psychological bit and look at what goes into the person's mind when the person with you. There are some people who are married and have actually lost interest in the relationship. And as a married couple, you have to sleep or have sex with somebody you've married. But even though, because of the term Christian and divorce, I can divorce this person. So maybe how I felt when I met him, that thing has changed. Do you understand me? So it affects our intimacy. Sex can never be because someone has over spiritualized the person. No. All the big men of God who are married, they don't have sex. Their spirituality, they have sex.
No, in
So you
context,
see-
in context,
you are
you are actually
Hey,
not.
hello.
He's saying that
Please,
people are not really enjoying the act because they over spiritualize.
That's why I'm telling you that it is not about over spiritualization. It is about the psychological mind, because the person might have lost interest. Over spiritual, you can have sex and still speak in tongues.
Look at that.
No, but what
Sex itself brings tongues.
Are you sure that psychologist?
what he's saying is
So what
that
I'm saying is
there are
that
times that
what he's saying is
the,
wrong.
The
These are the things that are bringing up
stance
today.
of people and understanding of people does not allow the enjoyment.
That is not over spiritualization.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm
fine.
saying. It is not over. I mean, we treated people, patients like that.
You are talking to us,
Yeah.
so you take your time.
Because I am a psychologist and I know what goes on in the mind. When you are with somebody you like, Massa, there's nothing like over spiritualization when the person draws close to you and you smell the sweet scented perfume and the body is soft around you. But no matter how the body of that person is soft, if you don't like the person, it's not about being spiritual.
All right, okay, thank you.
You know which one.
It's okay.
You
it's
know
okay.
which one.
I know a man of God.
General, hold on.
So can I give my keys?
No, you're done. I'll come back to you. So you hold it there.
If I'm truly understanding what Brother Sami said, it means people are not really satisfying their spouses. As in the gospel musicians are not really doing it well.
What would they want?
Because
Please,
they are being
let's
overly
exercise
spiritual.
some decorum
Because they are being
here.
overly spiritual about the thing.
Yeah.
See, on a more serious note, you see, every child of God or every minister, every gospel musician, whatever it is, we should learn. They should learn. They should study. Listen, what Brother Sami is saying, I know the angle is coming from. When, say, I am a gospel musician and I want to have an intercourse with my spouse, my wife.
This man is a spiritual man. Go and see him
Yes,
every
sir.
night. He's like a buffalo. Like a buffalo in the night.
Listen,
Look
me,
at his shoulders.
I am,
Tell them.
yes, I have a pastoral background.
Yes.
When I'm meeting my wife, don't come there.
Nana, tell them.
What's on me?
He's a
I know.
buffalo.
Oh, child.
He's lying, he's lying.
Over
Yes,
spirituality.
my wife will testify. You know
Have
why?
any pastoral
Because-
background.
Because
It's okay. Please. Let's listen. All right.
this is an insult to me.
Buffalo. By the time you go,
I know I'm not that big. I know I'm not that big. But I'm not this small.
Anyway. All right. So make your point.
But you see, like a friend man would say, the needle might look small.
he's like a phantom.
Oh, General, please, let's exercise some decorum here.
I'm sorry.
Make your point.
To my able
like a what?
men.
He's like a phantom.
Make your point.
No, not just the top, the base. That's
Opipini, you seem to be very much offended by the pen talk.
You are the... Are you the pastor?
Is everything okay?
I don't think it's
Have
a
you
fair
been told
comment.
about penton?
I don't think it's a fair comment on him. You understand?
Yeah, because he's not worried. You're worried
Because
about
Yeah,
it.
you're taking offense.
it's private and we're on
Yeah.
national TV.
Yeah.
And I think that
We
we
need
should
a penton on national TV.
What's the difference?
all right, so
Well, they can make all the jokes, but all I want to say is the needle might look small, but it draws blood when stepped on. So it's not actually about the size; it's about the work
It does
that it
not
does.
work for- it's when
But
it's facing out.
coming to the spiritualization,
let's keep to
coming to the spiritualization. You see, lots of these gospel musicians are just stuck with the whole Presbyterian kind of
Please, you
sexual
can't say
intercourse.
that. You can't talk about
understand?
that in relation to Presbyterian.
please,
Let him
please,
withdraw that.
please.
Why not
please,
Pentecost?
please.
Why not Apostolic?
Oh,
Why
please,
Presbyterian?
Please let him learn.
I know,
should
you're,
apologize.
I know you're a Presbyterian, but that's the term.
He should apologize. What is the term? It's missionary or something. What is Presbyterian? Says,
Okay,
the
okay.
Presbyterian bring a sex style.
Okay. The missionary style. Let me just put it that way.
That is Presbyterian.
Let me do it the olden style.
You
The
have
woman,
you have 1 minute.
the lady lying down and the man being on top. That's
You have
all.
1 minute.
All I want to say is most people should learn. We are evolving. Things are happening. You don't need to go and do something worse, but study. If you go on the internet, you can read certain things to satisfy your spouse.
So in fact,
Stop coming to your
they should
spouse.
watch porno.
Please,
You see,
please.
the reason why Brother Sami is saying this that I can concur is this: when probably your spouse needs a particular style, then you the one who is the God musician who says, "Wait, in free nyame, nyame no, or the style be good ho.
Buffalo is not a buffalo.
Okay.
Nyame no, or the style be good right now."
Okay. So your point is that we should learn.
Yes,
Though
learn.
It's a spiritual act. We should learn.
Well, he says the spiritual. I understand, but all I'm saying is when it comes to sex, physical sex
Brother, one
with
baby.
you and your
I'm
wife.
even surprised.
And
You
I'm
supported
not-
of the spiritual.
Oh yes,
Now it's coming to you.
I explained the whole spiritual thing,
Hey,
but
Buffalo.
I'm talking about it physically
Hey.
because we don't.
But you just say,
Okay. All right.
Wait. Listen, let's not forget
Hey,
this.
Buffalo.
What Samuel is talking about is not a spiritual intercourse. He's talking about a physical intercourse, you and your spouse, which is causing divorce. Sex is a spiritual act, I know. But I'm talking about the physical part when you and your spouse are having it. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not debunking him.
soldier.
You understand? But all I'm saying is we should learn more, we should study more, we should go deep into details to satisfy our life. We are always doing it on the bed. Go to the kitchen, go to the bedroom, go to the washroom, even in your corridor.
Thank you very
And all those things. Lift your leg, put it in the skirt, all that.
Hey.
All that.
I said buffalo is
All that.
General,
Yes.
General, you have the next 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. They say the rate at which a man can go
Like you do.
depends on
Please,
how
let's
he
allow-
begins.
let's allow
Thank you
him
very
to
much.
make his presentation.
And I like the way you are controlling
But
the
it's amazing that a military man can do 1 minute 30 seconds. It's amazing. Like it shocks me.
show. Me, I will not even reply. I'm talking from the military perspective, and I won't come in.
You know it's 1 minute 30
Oh,
seconds.
really? Yes, I know.
But Rejoice has always been complaining.
Don't worry.
Okay,
I
it's
know
fine.
what I'm talking about. Oh, really? But Asame has hit the nail right on the head.
Yes.
I know one man of God. His name is Brother Foster.
No, I am mentioning him.
No, let me mention it. Brother Foster will hold the Titus hand or say, any sorry and stand and start saying, oh, you can see what's
Before they do it.
it.
They should
They will pray 1 hour. When they're coming to do the thing, they do 5 minutes.
It's called foreplay.
Thank you. Foreplay, 1 hour.
yeah. Yes.
Foreplay.
Foreplay is very much
Prayer.
needed.
With prayer.
Prayer.
I'm telling you. Prayer can turn some women on.
Let me continue this, Prof. Let me quickly add it. One day, they came again and said, Sister Titus, let me hold it. They held Sister Titus' hand. Oh, you can see what? By the time you open, it's like Sister Titus was gone.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, another man. Then he got out chasing Sister Charity to the neighbor's house. When he went to put his ear close to the neighbor's window, come and see Sister Charity. Somebody is showing you your work that you are supposed to do. It is about time that we put spirituality aside when we get to that side, because you are married. There is time for everything. It is in the Bible. He said we have access to everything, but it's not all that is good for us. So when it is time for that thing, allocate time for it.
Time and season.
Thank you.
Like it started chapter 3.
Thank you very much. Chapter 3, verse
Verse 1,
verse
2,
1,
3.
2, 3.
Go, yeah.
You are very spiritual, and I know you. So you don't add this thing and then deprive somebody's son or somebody's daughter in the name of you being spiritual, all this thing. When it is time for that, hit it. Hit it on the,
So you side with him.
I side with Brother Sami, and Brother Sami, I like him because when he says something, people misconstrue what he says. But that guy,
Onyawa.
he's been singing, Bangoroshi, that he's been saying like tongues.
You can defend this anywhere he calls you.
We are in the
That
Defend
means that he is going to snitch on us.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, Prof.
No,
Why
God
you
said
like
something.
that?
We are going to snitch on us.
No, but he's making
But he says it.
statement about someone.
Yes.
But
And who's going
I
to tell
can't
him?
tell. I can't tell whether what he's saying is true.
But we need
Who
don't be
is
like
going to
that.
tell
I
him?
disassociate
This is an
myself.
information you are sending to the president. So how will Brother Sami know?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Why is
Hey.
that snitch? Hey, I'm not telling you. But even if it happens, but
Security.
you will hear him doing my goddess. Antonolo and Parano Antonolo.
When you get to the bedroom and you push you to the bedroom and you say,
Antonolo, Antonolo. You know.
All right.
Prof.
That young bloke, he can say certain things anyhow. And I don't believe him sometimes. He came and said that he's the one who invented what do you call it?
Brother,
Brown
you pay more, you dig
Hey,
that here.
when I heard that thing, Hey, Prof.
This bloke, you can't take him serious. And for him to say that marriages are breaking, gospel musicians are getting their marriages broken because of sex or because they are not satisfying their spouses. How does he know? How does he know that they are over spiritualizing things? Because, you know, Tracy watching,
Yes.
his only chick is like on landlady. She
Don't
said,
pretend you don't know. Nod your head. You know.
she said that. Ernest Owusu, he's a champion.
Oh, Pabini.
Yeah.
Mr. Boko.
Ernest Boku, good. Adamena Yesu. By the time this song ends, 3 orgasms.
Well.
And because of that, another actress, Ellen White, she says she wants to have him. And this is the gospel musician we were talking about. Do you know Joyce Blessing?
Yes. Just bless him.
Unbreakable.
Jim Perry.
I swear it.
I think
I swear it.
Yeah.
I swear
Yeah,
it.
that's a song.
I think she has been.
Okay.
I think that's the reason why
let's-
Brother
you
Sami
have-
said that.
you have
She has
about
been
1
swerving.
minute.
I swear.
She had a problem, a marital problem. But when she was at a program and the Holy Spirit came down upon somebody, the only thing the Holy Spirit could tell her was to go back to the husband. Because she has an unfinished business. You can't swerve it like that.
You can't swerve it there. You can't.
So you should go back for it. I think that it is the styles that Doctor was talking about. It's not for spirituality. They are not able to give correct styles. Because most of the gospel musicians from old till now, they're getting their marriages broken. They're changing. Dinah Akiwumi used to be Akiwumi, now is Hobson. I don't know why. Stella Dugan, now Stella Seal.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Mary Ganza also got a lot of them.
But a lot of them also are still in their marriages.
Can you mention some?
A lot. I know a lot.
But Morris Babyface,
Hey!
he said he lined them up.
Where did you move?
What?
Where did you move?
You say things that.
Yeah,
I'm going to snitch on you.
No, I'm just saying, where did you move? Where did you
So
move?
it's
But he's a very good
50-50.
producer.
Yeah,
Where
of
did you
course.
move?
We have just
He's
one
done a
It's
good job.
50-50. It's the styles. So, like they're saying, if sex is the worship, then I think the churches should make it a point On Wednesday teaching service, they show Kama Sutra for the church members.
But they have counseling sessions.
No, show it for the whole church.
No.
On big screen.
Some people are not married. It has to be for just couple.
They should show it like how they show Jesus film.
Yeah.
No.
This is worship you are talking about. How is worship
You are misconstruing it.
Okay, all right.
I said worship means proskuneo, which is an intercourse, an intimacy with God.
That's a lie.
Who says it's a lie? Check it.
Is it only God that we worship?
I'm talking about.
Is it only God that we worship?
What do you worship?
We can worship trees.
Okay,
you can worship.
That is traditional.
And you can worship a woman. The breast, if the breast is standing, you worship it.
It's okay, Prof.
If you
We'll
put
go
the
for
legs
commercial
here, you
break.
worship what you see.
Please stay tuned. I want to thank you for doing justice to the topics that we have discussed. But before we run up, we would want to give a final submission to the topics, all the two topics. So, Brother Sami, and then the budget. In 1 minute, I would want all of us to just give our final submission.
Let me take mine. You know,
You can't take it. Okay?
Okay.
You have to let me finish.
Sorry.
I have the right to.
You said we are in a hurry, so everybody is trying to help you to be in a
yeah,
hurry. You said no.
so you can't just go ahead like that.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Ignatius.
Well, so what I want the gospel musicians to understand is that sex itself, as an acronym, is spiritual exercise.
See, if I meet you somewhere and you say this is spiritual, then I will do something to you.
You said sex is an acronym,
Yes,
and it means what?
spiritual exercise.
Where? Who?
That's in psychology. Hello. Can we use what we've practiced, we've learned? Can we express it?
Okay, go ahead.
So, 4 strategic keys to
You are doing this under 1 minute.
why are you interrupting me? I am giving my keys, you are interrupting me, you are telling me I'm doing this in 1 minute. How do I do it in 1 minute when you interrupt me? Assignment credit. And then the budget, I think the government should practice Investopedia. I'm done.
All right, thank you. Doc,
Well, I'll just go straight to the Brother Sami one.
you seem to have very much interest in that area.
Oh yes, because a lot of people are being overly religious about it, and this and that, and this is not, that those kind of self-righteous thing when it comes to it. No, I've had people come to me for me to counsel them. It's so yes, please. So because of the religious background, I sometimes sit as a counselor from where I church. Yeah, so I have that position there. So, and when they come, you can realize someone will say, I wanted my husband to do this foreplay, and my husband is saying that is sinful. What is sinful about me, a wife, asking my husband to go this far? So these things, your wife Nancy, imagine she was a prostitute, and then you were able to, she was won to maybe Christ, and then so you got married to her in the church. The things she has learned as a prostitute, she wants to enjoy her sexual life with her husband. In that sense, you say it is sinful, you won't do it. You are pushing her to go to another man. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So long as it is your spouse, explore.
Prof,
Yes.
your final submission.
Final submission, the budget. Last 4 years, the president instituted a ministry for Zongo and inner city development. Nothing happened, and now it's been scrapped off. So does that mean we are going to neglect the Zongos? No. I'm talking about the schools on the trees. They have to take every child outside into a classroom. This is unacceptable in this era. So they have to allocate some money for that. And we have to also rethink about the cathedral. I'm not too sure they mention it in the budget now. If we can stop building it and use the money for something more profitable, it will be good for us. Brother Sammy, I told you he's a and I don't know how to put in. It's quite controversial. I like his songs though. I like his songs, but for people to over spiritualize things, I'm not too sure that is it. Some of them they become bigger than their spouses, especially the female musicians. They become bigger than their spouses, and so they don't respect. When their husband says, "Kneel down and let me give you this stuff," he says, "Who are you for me to kneel before you?" You understand? He wants you to kneel down so that he sits on your face.
You have an experience?
Not yet. Yes. And for the male too, some of them, they are eager to go get other girls. And so if you make small mistakes, they say, "Hey, the other women, Madam and also Mama is calling me."
But
so
that is not right.
That's, well, but you have to keep your husband. Whether you're a gospel musician or not, you need to keep your husband. Give him better styles. But there's only one thing I don't agree with him, that because you are married, everything you have to. No! The last time a friend of mine.
Last time you were what? You were what? You were what?
A friend of mine.
No, Prof, it is you.
No, it can't be me at this point.
Okay.
A friend of mine was engaging with a small girl, and you see the line and that connects. Mm-hmm. The girl uses her tongue to pass. We call that the line of symmetry.
I can clearly see it. I'm picturing it as a
The girl did that.
That one, when they do it, your legs.
Instead of, I was expecting the man's leg to shake. But when the girl did that, there was stiffness.
Prof, are you there?
Then,
Prof,
Wait. That was.
I put it to you, it was you.
It was him.
you don't want me to continue that story?
Continue.
My friend told me.
Continue.
Okay.
So we were expecting the man to do this? No, it was stiff.
Okay.
Then the girl started saying something. Papa Nani.
All right. On this note, we come to the end of another wonderful episode. Thank you guys for coming. Like I said, the president is very much happy that you sacrifice your time and everything you have to make this meeting a success.
But you have to sort things out with General.
It's just a common pen.
The pen top is an issue.
But he said that to him.
He was feeling it. It's a nostalgic feeling.
I don't want us to go there.
No, if it's a pen top, say it to God.
General knew he was lying. You knew he was lying.
But is it true that big guys?
I detest, but it's okay. It's
the girls use it to.
It's okay. All right. So,
when he is done, then the girl asked, "Have you started?"
done?
If you care, I can give you medicine too.
okay, all right. So we'll meet here same time, same location. God bless you and thanks for coming.
Obini is not happy. He's not happy.
Obini is not happy.
Obini is not happy.
Bye.
Let us give him a 4-man salute. Let's give him a 4-man salute. Obini.
It's pent up, but I still have my wife.
Who told you?